Hello, everyone. My witch. I know, it's hard to believe, but yes, it's true. But don't worry, this story has a happy ending, I assure you. This is the story of how a very bad witch decided to give up her evil ways for good. So let me take you back to where it all began, a time long, long ago. There we go. There we are. And oh look, that's me when I was much younger. I went by Lizzie back then. This is just about the time where I took a wrong turn in life and chose to be mean.
Don't listen to her. She doesn't know anything.
Oh my, how did you know we were talking about you?
I'm a witch. You ought to know that.
Why, of course I do.
So I can do things other people can't. Like here when someone's telling my story all wrong. So don't listen to her.
But I haven't even begun our story.
That's all right. I know what you're up to. You're always up to so good. Don't listen to her.
Now, Lizzie, you should know that good always comes out on top.
Just be sure to tell my story right.
You know I will. Now that I'm reformed, I'm always trying to do good. And don't worry, I'll tell it just as it happened. Why wouldn't I? It has a happy ending. Now, where was I? Oh yes, just about the time where I took a wrong turn in life and chose to be mean. Back then, I was a very bright student, interested in plants and herbology. Oh, and here comes my classmates. See? Over there and over there are the elves. They were all very ambitious, but they couldn't decide about which profession they should go into. Some wanted to build toys in Santa's workshop, while others wanted to bake cookies in a treehouse. Oh, and speaking of baking, here comes Thomas Baker. He was the son of a baker and would always try to sell someone on some sort of deal.
Hey, over here.
Ooh, and there are the princes. See? Prince White and Prince Midas. They were the kings of school. Best buds. But they couldn't be more different. Prince White was the cool, laid-back prince of the nearby Valley Kingdom, while Prince Midas was the confident, serious, and driven prince of our very own Forest Kingdom.
Hey, Midas, where you been?
I've been busy. Father's been doing a lot of work for the kingdom lately.
Father, ha, you call him father?
Yes, what else would I call him?
Actually, Midas you're talking about.
Well, he is my father, and if I don't start learning about the kingdom now, I will never be ready to be king.
It's okay.
I don't want to be okay? I want to be a great king, don't you? You mean to tell me your father doesn't have me studying maps, boundary markers, learning economics or diplomacy, or planning war tactics and defense strategies?
Yeah, pretty much. He lets me do whatever I like.
So what are you going to do when you're king and you don't know all this stuff?
I don't know. I'll just wing with it. So, you gonna do it?
No.
Come on, man. You gotta ask her. You gotta ask her. Just ask Lizzie here. Right, Lizzie?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Go on, tell Prince Midas who has eyes for him. He wants to know.
You do?
Well, it's a huge secret, so of course I want to know. But no, don't say anything. I want it to happen naturally. That's the way it should be.
Oh, yes, of course.
Ooh, and here comes Giselle. She had the loveliest hair, locks and locks of raven black. She was very popular.
And used to getting everything she wanted. The spoiled brat.
Now, Lizzie, there's no need to be rude.
Hey, Lizzie, nice plant you got there. Is that gonna grow something? Yes. Oh, I knew it. So, what's it gonna grow? Beans? Oh, I just love beans. Bean soup, bean bread, bean pie, bean topping. No! Oh, but I do love them. Bean topping is absolutely the best. No, I mean it doesn't grow beans. Beans don't grow on trees. What then? Lettuce? Asparagus? Rutabaga? Oh no, rutabaga is most delicious. Apples. Once it's fully grown, it will grow apples. Oh, I love apples too. You will give me some once it's in fruit, won't you? Pretty please? No. Well, I wasn't. That's not. Pretty please? Yes. Fine. I'll give you some. Oh, you're lucky. Now go away.
Ah, now here comes the mystery girl. Everyone knew something strange was going on with Goldilocks because she never spoke of her family and no one ever saw them. and she was always very hungry and dirty. No one really knew what was up with her, except for me, that is. I knew from the moment I met her that she was an orphan and was homeless. But back then, I wasn't very charitable.
Hey, Lindsay. Got me food? No, Goldilocks. Can't you see I'm busy? Come on, don't you have a little to spare? I'm so hungry. No, try the Bear Boy or the elves. I'm trying to work.
Hey, Lizzie, here's for a fresh loaf of bread. That's spaghetti. That's some hot. That's all that dough. Won't cost you much. Go back. If you have now, I'll give you not one, not two, but 2 loaves for a little old peso.
I don't want what you're selling, Thomas. Try Goldilocks. You know she's always hungry.
Yeah, and I also she's on the phone. Come on now, hold it.
Hello, Thomas.
That's Cinderella. She was a housemaid in her stepmother's home, but she had the grace and poise of a future princess. And she was oh so kind. Apart from her stepfamily, everyone loved her.
What do you have today?
I got cornbread, I got flatbread, I got whites and grinds. That's all there's. Hey, I need a sequin. At least that's what the law say.
Oh, Thomas, behave. Do you have any muffins?
Girl, I gave it to you just to be you need. But my name given time is too big. They're not playing with break of the dirt. Step somewhere else. Show you the goods.
Sucker.
Now, Lizzie, don't be mean.
There's one more every minute.
Oh, and here comes Philip. I was never very fond of him, even before I went wicked. He was the son of a woodsman and would cut down every tree he could find.
Hey there, Lizzie. How's the apple tree growing?
You stay away from my tree.
There. I only wanted to take a look at it. Besides, I don't even have my axe today, and you know I love trees just as much as you do.
Yeah, right. If you love them, you wouldn't go chopping them down every chance you got.
Hey now, ever try putting yourself in other people's shoes?
Not when the person wearing those shoes is a tree butcher.
I'm not a butcher, I'm a conservationist.
That's how you're spinning it. Really?
It's true. My family protects the forest. If we didn't cut down the trees, there'd be too many trees. And if there was a fire, we'd all be out of homes. And so the animals, and there'd be no trees left at all.
Still a butcher as far as I'm concerned.
What if I'm right? Ever consider that?
You're wrong, and it doesn't change the fact that you're a tree murderer. Just keep your hands off mine.
Jeez, touchy.
Hey guys, check out this splendiferous new toy I made last night.
Woolly leather ruffle? That's really something.
I know, working wheels and everything.
Can we see it in action?
Indeed we do. Close your eyes on this.
Right, Gumdrop! It's as slick as Santa's sleigh!
It's carved by hand and hand printing. Oh wait, no, it's the great too. That's some fine artwork there, Waffle. I would say it's horrific. Thanks. The fine work was really tickled the fancy. I'm sure the big guy up north would say so himself. Wowzers, you really think so? That ain't nothing. What did you say? I said, that ain't nothing.
Doesn't she mean that isn't anything?
You got a problem with that? That's a dandy bright choice you made there. Of course, you wouldn't know that, would you, Spankemeyer?
But it's bigger. That's a funny word. I mean, that's funny. Can we get back to the human talk?
You're right. I wouldn't know much about your little toys. Because I spend my time on more important pursuits. So unless you got a fine recipe for gingerbread, you can get off our church.
Yeah, there's no money in the toy game. Cookies are where it's at.
Doesn't she mean cookies are where they are? So what you got, cookie girl? I got just what you mean, toy builder. Oh yeah? Yeah. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Yeah.
All right, class, take your seats.
That's our very own fairy godmother. She was our teacher and counselor.
Hurry up now, we've got lots to learn and want to live happily ever after. Take your seats.
So, as you can see, I have lots of friends.
What do you mean, I have friends? I didn't have any friends. They weren't your friends. They all just wanted something from me. Beans, trees, food, money, and advice. They didn't care about me. They only cared for what I could give them. Can't you see that?
Yes, I thought that at one time, but now I see the truth.
They made me an outcast.
You made yourself an outcast.
They were rotten.
You were rotten.
Yeah, well, if I was rotten, then you were too.
Yes, I was, I must admit. But even a few positive choices in my life refused to take hold. The seeds are planted, but they wouldn't take root because my heart was too full of weeds.
That's our lesson for today. Always remember the moral of the story. Never count your chickens before they hatch. Class dismissed.
So, you gonna do it?
I don't know.
Come on, man, don't tell like the president the boss this weekend.
Look, I'll do it tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Hey, where's my car? Dear me, Christmas, what's out the Nakuela one? The toy car I built, it's gone. Right, Jingle, someone must have pilfered it. I know who's to blame. It was you.
What do we want with a dumb toy?
Yeah, we don't want no dumb toy. So you do want dumb toys?
No, I heard. I just said we do not want no dumb toys.
Right. So what you're really meaning to say is
We don't have your toy. Come on, we've got some baking to do.
it's okay, Wilson. It's okay, Wilson. We can always make another one. It's easy to. Better than ever.
So, are you going to the Royal Ball this weekend, Cinderella? No, I haven't been invited. You weren't invited? Well, I wasn't either. Kind of irritating, isn't it? I'm starting to feel like Little Miss Toadstool over there.
You see, they called me Little Miss Toadstool. They weren't my friends.
I know. You should crash with me and Thomas.
We weren't invited, but we're still going.
You really shouldn't do that.
I really want to go, so I'm going. The lack of an invitation isn't going to stop me from getting what I want.
And besides,
Right.
no one will know if we show up. There will be some people anyway.
I don't know. I was just hoping I'll get invited. And besides, how would it look if I arrived without a date?
I'll be your date. Where are we going?
Just a bunch of no good.
Now, Lizzie, there is no need for that now. Don't you remember what happened next when Fairy Godmother tried to help you?
Oh, Lizzie, can I see you for a moment? I'm very worried for you.
Yeah, well, don't be.
That's just what I'm worried about. This attitude of yours. You built this wall of protection to block everyone out of your life, and now you're even putting it up with me. Remember the lesson of Humpty Dumpty I shared a few weeks ago in our nursery rhyme unit?
Yeah, what does that have to do with me?
You put up a wall and had a great fall.
So,
So, I'm worried you're going in the wrong direction.
my grades are fine.
Yes, they are. There's no doubt you're brilliant, but that's not my concern. I'm worried because you don't seem to be interacting with the other students at all.
That's because they're rotten.
They're not rotten.
All they think about is themselves and what they can get from other people, what they can get from me.
Elizadora, I think maybe you're just misunderstanding them. Have you even tried being nice to them?
What do you care? You want something from me too, don't you? What is it? Maybe a beautiful and delicious apple for your desk? Not from my tree.
I don't need anything from you, Elizadora. I care because you're my student and I want you to be happy. Don't you want a happy ending?
There's no happy ending for me.
That's not true happiness, and I think you know it. Surely there's someone you'd like to be close to.
No. Well, no. It's no one. I mean, it's nothing.
Just as I thought. There is someone. Is it the big one? No. Is it the prince? Prince Midas? Ah, yes, it is him. See, there is room in your heart to be close to someone.
But is there room in anyone's heart to be close to me?
Of course, you just have to pursue your happiness if you wish to find it. Have you thought about asking him to the ball?
It's his ball. Why would I ask him?
You're right, that's the way he would have it. So why not? You try to get his attention instead
How?
by giving him attention.
No way. That's not me. I'm not like those other girls. Besides, my tree needs my attention.
Your tree can't love you eternally, Laura.
It's Lizzie, and yes, it can. What do you know anyway?
Lizzie,
I have to go.
Lizzie, wait just one moment. The line between being good and being evil is a small and simple choice. I don't want you to make the wrong one.
Fairy Godmother that day. That doesn't mean I wasn't seriously considering her advice. I spent all the next day tending my garden. And, oh yes, that's my garden. Wasn't it lovely? And all the while, I thought about what Fairy Godmother had said and how I might try to get to know my classmates a little bit better.
I must say, Crumple, that was a fine batch of snickerdoodles you made.
Thanks, Gimbly. Of course, I couldn't have done it without your help.
And your plans for the cookies after your popping like Cracker Jacks. Popping like Cracker Jacks? Is that a good thing? It sounds very mean. Nah, of course it's a good thing popping like Cracker Jacks. It's just an expression we use. Yeah, like Hollywood Z or Temper Snacks.
It's just the way we talk amongst ourselves. You'll get the hang of it.
You say so. Although, I like the sound of that short rib Sandy's one. We can use that. Hi, Lizzie. So, what's up? You guys seem to be getting along all of a sudden. It's kind of strange, really. Oh yeah, you were just showing these guys how to make snickerdoodles. Wait, you guys are making cookies together? But why? I thought you all hated each other. I thought you three wanted to make toys for Santa. Yeah, that guy got tossed aside. Yeah, they got put on Santa's naughty list. You weren't supposed to say anything about you. What? Remember? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sorry. What? How did you guys end up on Santa's naughty list? Our bestest guess is the big guy found out that we was always busy fussing with these guys and giving them the whoopsies.
We can't begin to think of any other reason for it.
A better way to get back on the nice list than to be nice to them. Speaking of that, we need to get going. We have lots more recipes to share. Wait! That, sounds like a lot of fun, baking and all. I was wondering, I know I haven't really ever talked to you much, but I was hoping you guys could teach me how to...
Hey, there's just 10 tweets out there.
Why would you be looking for us?
Because I have just the thing you need. You're still in the cookie game, right?
Yeah. Us too.
We're with Ben now.
You don't say. Well, that's even better.
What's the scoop?
As you know, my pop is the best baker this side of the tree. We've been toying around with some recipes. And I think I have it right here. Just the one you do. Just the one you do.
Gingerbread? Gingerbread? Gingerbread?
That's the one. The most delicious gingerbread cookie snap recipe you can have.
Holy whistles.
It's okay. You'll get the hang of it.
So what's the question?
Okay, let's see.
Hey, what about me?
Hi there, Lizzie. What do you want?
You haven't asked me. Maybe I want to know your recipe.
Who are you kidding? You never about my goods.
Maybe I had a change of heart. Not a chance, sister. We'll pay your price. I'm serious. I want it. I'll pay their price. Plus commission. We'll match that. Plus we'll throw in your supply of cookies. And a good one with Santa for you.
Perfect.
I want it. Seriously. We want it.
Okay. Let's see. How many
What's the question?
Okay, let's see. How many reindeer are in Santa's sleigh?
9.
Nice try. That thing with Rudolph was a one-time thing.
Your correct answer is say Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Boom, simple.
Here you go. Yours fair and square.
You break me off!
You could say that. Everyone knows that was a square deal. After all, you made it, Rick.
I had the right answer. It was a technicality. See, I knew she'd have a garden there. Are you sure we should be doing this? Yes, I do it all the time. It's the only way I can survive without Eric. Well, that excuse works for you. What about me? I have plenty of food at home. You're hungry. You said you'd give anything for some of those beans, bean topping. Whatever that is. Well, here they are. Right. Surely she wouldn't have beans. So you really do live out here all alone? Yeah, I'm trying to treat by wolves when I was a baby. Eaten by wolves? That's awful. Yeah? afraid of me. You taught me how to stab or
Huh. That explains so much. Hey, cut that out. It's weird. You are human, you know.
What makes you say that?
I mean, you have eyes and teeth and nose and hair.
And? What? Brains have those things too.
But humans talk.
Yeah, just like the wolves do.
Boy, you become more and more mysterious by the minute.
What's going on here?
Nothing at all.
I see. Show me your hands. You're stealing from my garden. And you are too. Show me your hands. Why, I
And
something
I-
else. And something else was taught me. When you're caught, you run. Now.
And so that, and of course, getting her thought by the baby boy and losing the rest with the elves, well, all of it was enough to make her seriously reconsider fairy godmother's advice. Then, of course, came the science fair. I was hoping that maybe, just maybe, I could win and earn the respect and admiration of my fellow peers. My project was on how beans could be used as an alternative fuel source. Prince White's project was on a new aerodynamic blade technology to help protect and defend the kingdom.
And this year's science fair winner is Prince White. Congratulations, Prince White. To help surrounding kingdoms.
But my project is useful too. The world needs alternative fuel sources.
Sorry, Lizzie, but there's a far greater need for defense in this kingdom than there are for new fuel sources. Surely you can see that we have an endless supply of tree, coal, and other fossil fuels. Your project is brilliant, but it doesn't do anything to solve the crisis.
After that, I began to lose hope.
Began to lose hope. Began to lose hope. I was devastated. Not only had I lost the science fair, but fairy godmother had betrayed me. And there was no way I was taking her advice after that.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I had already decided to ignore her advice.
There you go. Now you're telling it right.
But I still had hope. Even the tiniest bit of hope. After all, you still had love in your heart.
Oh, hey there, Lizzie. Your garden looks tremendous. Wasn't your apple tree much smaller last week in class?
Yeah, I guess it has grown remarkably fast. It's just that I have a special seer in that you're very good with plants. They're lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean it.
I was hoping to talk to you. I mean, the prince.
Oh, well, of course. Sure.
What is it, Lizzie?
I don't quite know how to say this, but I was hoping. Could I be your date to a royal ball?
Oh, well, really?
Is that a yes?
I mean, not in a bad way. It's just that I've already asked Cinderella and she's accepted. I mean, I really don't mean it in a bad way. I've already asked her.
Is everything okay over there?
Yes, coming. Look, I have to
Just
go.
go.
Is everything okay? She seems upset.
Yeah, well, I hope so at least.
That was a tipping point. Of course, all but played a role in me turning against them. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Then, the very worst happened.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Hi Lizzie, I didn't see you there.
What have you done?
I don't know, it looked right. And as my pop says, apples and new carrot is sure to catch a fine price at the market.
I told you to stay away from my apple tree.
Look, I didn't know this was yours. It's bigger, a lot bigger. And it has apples. The one you had did not have apples.
Yeah, it did. Well, not exactly, but this is still mine. Get away.
I'll pay you for it. What do you want?
Get away now!
That was the final straw. I decided then and there that it was time to run away and live quietly in the deepest, darkest part of the woods, where I could be alone and where no one would ever find me, where I could be alone with my plants and where I could take the time to carefully plan my revenge. That was the day I hardened my heart, the day I truly became wicked. Years passed by quickly. I kept to myself and I didn't encounter another living soul for many years. At the time, I truly enjoyed the solitude and reveled in being left alone with only my plants to keep me company. In my loneliness, I grew the most beautiful garden. But though my garden grew more beautiful, my heart grew more wicked. Every day, I mulled over the wrongs done to me during that school year. My heart grew more and more ugly until finally, I was truly ugly on both the inside and the outside. Where anyone else could ever find me. Every now and then I would encounter someone, but not a lot. And even when I did, I hid in my garden and didn't talk to them. My magic was powerful, so my plants, they were bigger than any of the other plants in the entire kingdom. Huge, towering, almost as tall as mountains. I would trade it all if I could have a friend. As you can see, it was the most beautiful garden. But like I said, even though it grew more and more beautiful, my heart grew uglier. Until I was truly ugly on both the inside and the outside.
She's right. See, I became ugly. Very ugly. But what did I care? No one wanted to be around me anyways. And I liked it that way.
Oh, Lizzie, you misunderstood.
No, I know exactly what happened. And so do you. You're so full of sweetness and good. Maybe I should tell the story instead of you. So it's told just the way it happened.
Very well. Go ahead, Lizzie.
And I go by my full name now. I'm no longer a child. Lizzie is forgotten. I'm now Elizador.
I know, but I hate that name.
I know. It's true I kept to myself all those years, but the wounds from how they hurt me didn't heal. They only festered and got worse. Years later, I decided to catch up with all those nasty schoolmates of mine. I wanted to find a way to curse them so that their lives would be just as miserable as mine. The years had passed so quickly, and some of them had children by now. And the first to cross my path was little Rapunzel.
so I lost my way.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
Oh no, ma'am, I don't think this met.
Thought you look like someone.
Oh, you must be my mother. Everyone says I look just like my mother.
And who would that be?
Her name is Giselle. Perhaps you know her?
Ah, yes. Giselle. I went to school with your mother. She's a sucker for beans, if I recall. Isn't she?
Oh yes, mother makes the most delicious bean toffee. You must know my father, Thomas Baker, the most famous baker this side of the kingdom. They fell in love after Prince Midas' ball and lived happily ever after.
Well, see about that. I mean, say, why don't you come with me? I know how to get you home. But there's a little something I'd like to show you first. I can send you home with a little gift for your darling mother. How would you like a few bags full of beans?
Oh, mother would just love that.
Yes, I thought she would. I have tons of them. They're all stored high in that tower there. You see?
Oh yes, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, just follow me.
And so, I took Rapunzel and did the most hideous thing. I locked her up in that high tower and sealed away the door so that way she could never escape. I knew it would hurt Giselle and Thomas Baker dearly, and I knew they could never see their darling child again. My next victim was poor old Goldilocks.
Ah, I see you got the note I left for you.
I did. Now where is this cottage you speak of?
All in due time, I have something I need from you first.
Who are you?
That's none of your business. I mean, don't you want me to tell you more about this cottage?
Oh yes, it sounds very lovely.
Yes, I thought you would feel that way. I'm sure you're tired of living with wolves. You deserve a nice place to stay.
How do you know I live with wolves?
And do you want me to tell you more about this cottage I found for you, or not?
Well, of course. Mama would hate it if I left the den, but I've often dreamed of having a place of my own lately.
And I've just the place in mind. In fact, I'm sure you'll find that it's just right.
It's like music to my ears, and I can't wait to see it.
Yes. Well, as I was saying, before I tell you how to get to your new home, I have something I need from you first. I happen to know you're a skilled thief.
I'm not a thief. I'm a scavenger.
Call it what you like, but I need you to scavenge something for me.
What is it? Anything?
I need you to get a gingerbread recipe from the elves. That's all. That's all. They live just in that tree over there. You see?
Yeah, I see. Wolves and I go over there all the time to scavenge leftover cookie dough that's been thrown out.
Once the recipe is in my hands, I'll tell you how to get to your new home.
Okay.
Come on.
Bye-bye.
And so I led Goldilocks to the empty cottage, only it wasn't empty. It was so horrible what I did to her. Instead of leading her to an empty cottage, I led her to the home of 3 vicious bears. Poor Goldilocks was doomed, and it was all my fault. But that wasn't even the worst. But that wasn't even the worst I could do. My next victim was Prince White, who stole my moment of glory at the science fair, who went on to become King White and the father of the fairest of them all.
Hello there.
Who are you?
Your ally.
I have no allies.
Oh, but you're wrong. I've journeyed here from the Valley Kingdom. I heard there was an evil witch. You're famous, you know. And I know someone who hasn't been very, what do you say, kind to you.
And who would that be?
Prince White. He's our king and my husband.
Oh, really? I thought he was married to someone else.
Yes, but if you must know, she died. But that's not what I wish to talk about.
daughter, Snow White. I plan on killing them.
Killing them?
Why, of course. You're a witch, aren't you?
I am.
Then you'll help me, won't you?
Well, I do have a score to settle with King White, though I hadn't planned on killing anyone.
Oh, you won't have to. Leave that to me. All I need is a transformation, a disguise.
Very well then, that's easy enough.
Oh, and an apple. No, better make it two. I plan on poisoning the bowl. I heard you have the best apples in the land.
You're right about that. How do you like them apples?
That's just perfect.
Yes, ha ha.
Ha ha After the transformation was complete, I quickly went to building a new home made completely out of gingerbread. I knew it would come in handy for luring innocent children away from their parents, and those who had wronged me.
Ah, yes. This will do just fine.
Don't you dare!
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this your treat? I would have asked, but I didn't see you there.
Yes, it's my treat.
Very well. I'll just find a new one. Good day, ma'am.
Wait. If you're looking for a fine tree to chop down, I know just the one. Take a look.
Ah, yes, that is a pine tree. But it seems to be a great distance from here. Our children are playing just off in the forest over there.
Ah, yes, I see. A fine young lad and a beautiful little miss.
Thank you there, Hansel and Gretel.
I see your young lad is leaving a trail of breadcrumbs.
Yes, he's always done that. He's always been a bit worried. Even though I've told him over and over again it's for the birds. He's always been a bit paranoid.
See, they're sure to find their way home. Just tell them to follow the trail of crumbs. And just look, good woodsman. Isn't that tree simply massive?
We could use that much wood and get that much money from it. I guess my children can find their way home. Hansel, Gretel, follow your breadcrumbs. Bye.
So Philip the woodsman hoped desperately that his kids would be able to find their way home. By the time morning came, I had whipped up a little magic and made a new house made completely out of gingerbread. By that time, Hansel and Gretel were hopelessly lost in the woods. I ran ahead of them and stole all the breadcrumbs so that way they couldn't find their way home.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Hey, snap out of it.
But we're lost! We're all alone in the woods! We've been eaten by wolves or trolls! Our giants are simply eating ogres!
Knock it off. You're creeping me out.
But we could freeze to death or even die of starvation.
We won't.
But what if we do?
What if? You seem to worry word. Why must you always think of the worst?
Because something terrible could
Or
happen!
something good could happen like this. See, it's a house made nobody lives here. Come on out and have a bite.
No, no, no! Oh no! Oh no! The giant's coming! Giants are coming!
Now get out. Get a hold of yourself. There aren't any giants here. See? How can a giant live in such a little house? There's nobody here. Nobody at all.
Nobody but me!
I love it, Papa! Papa!
Are you little ones trying to eat my house?
No, ma'am.
You will lie now, would you?
No, ma'am.
But you look so hungry.
We are hungry. We haven't eaten since breakfast yesterday. And even then, it was a little taste. We're dying of hunger.
We're not dying.
You should never eat the houses of strangers. They could be poisoned, you know.
I told you so. Ow! Stop doing that.
But I can see that you are hungry. Come inside and I can give you something good to eat.
No, I'm not sure we should.
You can't already. She's offering us food.
I don't know about Turtle. What if she kidnaps us? Or even poisons us?
Can't you see? She's trying to help. And besides, her house was poisoned. And why would the food be poisoned? Now zip it and let me do the talking. Thank you, ma'am. We love a hot meal. You're awful kind of offer.
Yes, yes. Right this way.
Oh no! I'll tell Dad!
Well, she is right about one thing. I may not be kind, but I am certainly awful.
That I was. As soon as I had Hansel and Gretel, I locked them in a cage. I had horrible plans for them, but don't you worry about them. After, like I said, this story has a happy ending. Now, where was I? Oh yes, my plans were going perfectly, terrible as they were. And it was finally time for my final act of revenge. It was against poor Prince Midas and Cinderella. They had fallen in love at the ball, gotten married, had 2 heirs, and were living happily ever after. That is, until I met King Midas one day in the forest.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day, King Midas.
Do I know you?
Oh no, but everyone knows who you are.
I suppose that's how it goes. Your garden looks tremendous. Someday you should bring apples to the kingdom someday.
No!
Are you refusing a king's request?
Yes, just as the king once refused me.
I thought you said I didn't know you.
Didn't know me. You never knew me. You never took the time to know me. You look at me like you have no idea. Well, you know what, Midas? I shall have my revenge. Taxes are our own.
Withdraw your wand, witch! May I remind you, you're dealing with a king.
And you're dealing with a witch. It's too late, Midas. Just take a look at your sword.
That's why it's turned to gold, huh? It's gold.
Yes, because you touched it. From this day forth, everything, absolutely everything you touch, shall turn to gold.
I thought you said you would curse me. Why? I'll be rich.
Rich.
Sure. This is a blessing. Oh, kind witch, the kingdom is now forever in your debt. Anything you ask is yours.
Interesting. I shall have to think about that.
Why? I must be off to tell Cinderella of my new gift.
A king. Cinderella.
And so, I saved my worst plans for King Midas and Cinderella. Now the prince who had broken my heart to never touch his queen again.
See, I told you. Aren't they just the most delicious looking apples you've ever seen?
Why, yes, they are most certainly beautiful. The loveliest apples I've ever seen.
And the plums are getting squirt. They're fairly large.
I grow them myself.
You must not worry about your secret. I might save my wife for just like for apples like these.
We'll see who does the dying.
What was that you said?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. I'm just a silly old woman. Go on then. Have a bite.
Oh, but I mustn't.
Oh, but you must.
Oh, but I mustn't.
But you must.
No, it's just too beautiful, and beauty is our title in our kingdom, isn't it, Father?
It is, my wife considers beauty the most important virtue in our kingdom.
And I agree with her. I mean, your wife is right.
So you see why I couldn't? It's just too beautiful. I can never.
You could!
No.
I mean, you must.
Oh, but I mustn't.
But you must.
No, it's just too lovely, and
I put so much hard work into these apples. Just take a bite.
Of course, she's putting so much hard work into these apples. And plus, they look delicious. Now, go ahead, dig in. Is that you, my queen?
stepmother?
Yes! And those apples you've eaten are poison. Your little kingdom in the valley is mine. Oh, mine! Ha 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 ha!
Poor King White and Snow White. They had been tricked into eating the apples and little hope was left to them. But they weren't completely doomed. Oh no. After years of breeding, my apples were nearly immune to everything. All pests and disease all pests and disease would never harm them. And they were also completely immune to magic too. Snow White's wicked stepmother's poison was strong, but my apples are stronger. Luckily, some dwarves who lived in the forest had found them just in time.
One, nothing gets done. 2 by 2, still need a few. 3 by 3, are you kidding me? Work, work, work. Sweat, breathe, bleed. Help you're gonna need if you want to succeed. 4 by 4, need a little more. 5 by 5, isn't gonna drive. 6 by 6, still in a fix. But 7 by 7, you're finally in heaven. Work, work, work. Sweat, breathe, bleed. Help you're gonna need if you want to succeed.
Say, that's not swell.
Yeah, what's that smell?
I'll give you one, Gus.
Good back.
Sorry. Alright, good day, poor guy. I'm sorry, Donna, too.
Oh, not again.
Give me a break for the episode. So the tree in the block.
I'm gonna lose my appetite.
You're always something.
It's true.
I swear, if you don't take it back, I'll make you.
That's enough,
But
pumpkin.
sure, that smells nasty.
It's certainly true.
Rick Rouse, what did you do?
Thanks.
No, it's not a zoo. It smells more like sardines. Yep, that smells definitely sardines. Oh boy, can I go for a can of sardines right about now?
See what I mean?
Tum Tum can really scar me.
Bang any door.
Give him one wish.
You have to go fish.
What? Well, of course I would. Fish are full of protein.
And they stink.
They so tasty. These like nature's candy.
Ew!
Gross!
Yeah.
course, look at it.
Well, I walked over to show him.
Hey, look! Apples! I wouldn't eat this if I were you. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you or me, you would eat these too. Look at them. Isn't he pretty? Yeah, pretty and poison. What? Ew!
An apple day.
He's a doctor, right?
Eat an apple that's rotten.
And you're being a doctor.
Why the way for you?
And we'll feast in their memory. Come on, birds. Let's take these two home.
Horse Kingdom. King Midas was busy turning everything he could touch into gold.
Another present from the king, my queen.
Thank you. And the others.
Wish Midas hadn't turned our thrones to gold. These cushions aren't very cushy anymore.
Shall I get you a silver pillow?
That would be wonderful, but he's probably already turned it to gold as well. Wouldn't surprise me. He's been at it for hours. Oh, I wish he would just stop already. Ever since he came home, he's been running around the castle, turning everything he sees into gold. Why, he's barely even stopped for a moment to spend time with me. Oh, he'll find it tiresome soon enough. He can never find you tiresome. Thank you.
Hey, Mom, would you look at this? Father turned my chain over gold. Pretty fine, would you say?
Yes, yes. Is your father almost done?
Are you kidding me? By the looks of it, he'll be at it for hours, days, weeks even.
Oh, brother.
Look at this. It's my helmet. Father has just...
Turn it into gold. We know, son.
Just look at it. It's incredible.
Of course it is, son. It's just that... Oh, there he is. It's about time.
There's my gorgeous family. I missed you.
Have you?
Of course I am. But what if you without my queen and my two fine princes? You should know that you mean more to me than any amount of gold.
Are you certain of that?
Yes. Is something wrong?
Yes. You come home and announce the news of this gift, and then you disappear for hours, turning everything in the castle into gold.
I only did it for you. I wanted to give you and the boys these gifts.
These sweet gifts, too.
Yeah, did you see this helmet?
And I wanted to give you enough gold to last a lifetime. So we could live happily ever after.
We don't need gold to be happy.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry, my love. Will you please forgive me?
See? Snap out of it. I suppose you must have been caught up in the excitement of your new talent.
See, now you're singing. That's all it was. Now I'm here with my most valuable treasure of all, my family.
No! What's the matter? Well, what if he was to turn you into gold? Is that possible?
Well, the witch did say that everything I touched would turn to gold. So, it must be true.
Oh no. Oh no, my king. You might never. No!
That old witch cursed you, Father.
Yes, it's terrible what she's done.
And we shall set things right, shan't we, brother?
We shall. We shall. We shall. We shall make sure that the witch reverses this curse. Or else.
Now! Perhaps we must consider. No, wait! What is the meaning of all this?
We must track her down.
Capture her!
Erase her from memory.
Take her by the roots!
Lock her in a tower.
I say we throw her in the oven!
Ooh, this is a good
This is where everything started going right for me.
Who are you talking about?
That witch in the woods.
She cut down our tree!
Are you sure it was her?
Yes!
Well, actually, that was me. But she put me up to it.
Yeah! She stole our secret gingerbread recipe! Well, actually, that was me.
Nay! That is do any real harm to any of you.
Oh, she did. She told me I took the recipe. She said give me a new home, but instead she sent me to a house full of angry bears. And just look at me now. Yeah!
And she kidnapped the little Rapunzel.
Lost her guidance out.
And she took my little ones, Hansel and Gretel.
Oh no, this is awful. What should we do?
Father, you know what to do.
Yes, Father, don't you hear the cries of your people?
I do. And that is why we must find this witch!
Yeah!
We must capture her!
Yeah!
And we must kill her!
Yeah!
But first, you need better weapons. All you carry around is wooden toys.
Hey, I made those. And they're perfect. With the brain, too. Diddly-doo!
Yes, they're great. But I can give you something better. And you too.
Yeah, no, that's all I have.
Well, just come with me. All of you could more fine weaponry in no time.
Let's kill that witch! Yeah!
And so, all of my old classmates joined forces, formed a witch hunt, and came after me. Aren't they just the best? Oh, I know what you're thinking. Sure, they wanted their revenge, but instead of staying home, brewing in their misery, they came after me. Oh, they're just the best. You'll see. Meanwhile, I was at home, enjoying the peace and quiet of my garden. I had no idea all those I had wronged were coming after me.
There she is! Is that her, Father?
That's her, all right.
It's the witch!
Yeah!
She sees us.
Run her quick before she gets her broom!
What do you want?
We've come for you. To see that all the wrongs you've done to us are set right again.
Well, you know, I don't know why you're here because you are all trespassing. This is private property. So who's really in the wrong here? You are!
Yeah!
You are!
Sure.
Okay then, what did I do? I'm so evil, hmm?
You stole our secret gingerbread recipe.
And he took my children.
Yeah. You made it to where I can never touch my queen or my children again. You're wicked!
No! You are the wicked ones! You took from me. You stole from me. And you destroyed my garden. You broke my heart.
Can it be?
Don't let her go.
You?
What's the matter, Father? Seize her.
Why? Why have you done all this?
Father, what are you doing?
Get her!
always kept herself to herself in class. Remember the one that we always ignored and sometimes bullied? This is her.
Who are you talking about?
You know who I'm talking about. Remember, remember the tree that used to grow a foot every day? Remember those beans that she promised you? This is her.
Can it be?
Lizzie?
You?
Lizzie, you?
Move your hood.
Yes, it's me, Little Miss Toadstool. But I go by Elizadora now, if you please.
Elizadora, why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Look at what you've done to me! All of you! All of those years of cruelty and asking me for this or that, always after my tree or my beans or whatever you wanted. Never really noticing me.
You could have came to me. I could have aided you. If only. Only.
You.
Do you not hear me? Do you not see what I've become? Do you not understand that it is you who has done this to me?
I've done nothing to you.
We've never seen her before.
Look, I know that we've done a lot to you. We do not remember. But I only have the power to change the future, not the past. So, you hereby have my pardon. All the wrongs that you have done to me are forgiven in full. And I only ask that you forgive me for all the wrongs I've done to you in return.
No, stop. Why are you doing this?
As I said, I can only change the future. You have my pardon.
But you can't do that. I don't deserve that.
Midas is right. I forgive you too.
Spoiled as I may have been when we were younger, my parents always taught me virtue. I forgive you too.
As you are.
We forgive you.
As heir to my father's charge, seek to keep his honor following his footsteps. I forgive you for the curse you put upon my father.
Hear my brother's wishes.
But I don't understand. Why would you? Oh, I made a terrible mistake. You are good, all of you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish I could make it all right again. I wish.
You wish? What is your wish, Elizadora?
Fairy Godmother, you were right. I misunderstood everything. I wish I could be good. I wish I could erase all the evil I have done.
Elizadora, the answer's right in front of you. Midas is right. You cannot change the past, but you can only change the future.
Yes. Yes, I can make it all right.
Very well then, my work here is done. And to you all, the line between being good and being evil is often but a small and simple choice. But you all make the right ones.
Okay. Who's first? Of course, Hansel and Gretel. She's up in that tower. You can go and rescue her.
We know she's there. We found her. But there's no way of getting our little Rapunzel back. The tower doors have been turned to stone.
Oh, right. Of course. Phineas Crescendo.
What'd
That should do.
What'd you do?
We didn't just curse her.
Oh, no. I just made her hair grow. Long enough to reach the ground. Long enough for you to rescue her.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Elizador.
Wait. Your sense of smell didn't lead you astray. I store all my beans in that tower. You're free to take as many bags as you like. I believe I once promised you so.
Really? That's so thoughtful. Thank you, Elizador. See, who's our beans in that tower?
Guess we're eating beans tonight.
May I go with you?
Not at all, why?
I've always wished to rescue a maid locked in a tower.
Really?
It's interesting.
Unbeat.
Wonderful.
Oh, Philip. There's something I'd like you to have too.
Elizadora, your tree. I can't take this. It means too much to you.
I insist. It bears so much fruit I can hardly keep up with all the apples. Anyways, you need it more than I. You can use it to help feed your family.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I mean it.
But if you chop it up into firewood, it won't bear any fruit at all. So no cutting it down.
I promise. You have my most sincere word.
Look. And you. It's true I once loved you, but I cursed you the worst of them all. But even that curse can be broken. There is a river that no one knows. It flows from the valley into the forest. Just above the valley, it joins with the hot springs and forms a lily-covered pond. If you go and bathe in that pond, then the hot springs will cure you of your curse.
Well, thank you, Elizador.
Hey, what about us? Yeah, what about us? In our house.
Well, I can start by returning this.
What are we supposed to do with this? We can't make anything without our factory.
Yeah, our factory's ruined. How are you going to fix that?
Well, I could grow you another one, but to grow one of that size would take some time, even with my skill. I know just the thing. Now look. Do you know the shoemaker from the village? Yes, well, I happen to know he's in need of some help.
Cobbler?
Yes, that's the one.
He's a merry old soul.
There.
Making shoes for a living? Why didn't we think of that? It sounds like no
Hey, that was nice of you and all, giving them a new home. Unless it's full of bears, that is.
It's not. I'm sorry I tricked you.
Oh, it's okay. I actually held my own with those bears. Wolf taught me well.
Yes, and it's a good thing she did. But I bet you're still in the market for a new home.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
How'd you like house? Made entirely of gingerbread.
Really? You're giving your own home?
Yes. I have no use for it anymore. Plus, I'm thinking about moving to the village. You know, make some friends. Anyways, it's yours if you want it.
It's not full of bears or trolls or ogres or anything, right?
No, it's completely bear-free, troll-free, and ogre-free.
Oh, I'll
I'll take it. I must be off to get my things.
Now, I bet you're looking for a princess of your own, too. And I know right where to find one. The fairest of them all. She's on the forest edge in the Carrison door. She's under a deep spell, which can only be broken by true love's kiss.
Think she's the one?
Definitely. Come, I'll show you.
May their angels lead your souls well.
And a heavenly feast. Fare thee well.
Oh, I don't have anything to say. I was just too sad.
There. Let it out.
I'm fine. Look, just let me be or I give you one of these.
Well, that's that.
Hold it! What are you doing? What is all this?
Even used to a proper burial.
No. Put her down. They're not dead.
Here they are. Look at them.
No, they're not dead. They're just under a deep spell. A witch's curse.
See, I knew it. Oh, this is great.
Now, do what I told you.
Sorry, I was just kissing him.
Why would you be kissing me?
She told me to.
Why did she have you do that? We don't even know one another.
Oh, bigger bother! Snow White, Prince Midas, Snow White. There you go.
That kind of makes it right for you.
And true love's kiss theory. It was the only way to save you from the witch's curse.
Which witch?
Snow? May I call you Snow?
Sure.
Come with me. Come on, you can trust me. I'm your true love. If I weren't, you would still be lying there asleep.
Father.
The doors will take care of them, won't you guys?
You bet. You can count on us.
Yeah? You? No, of course not.
How are you going to break the spell?
There's only one way to break a spell, but I couldn't.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, he's not my true love.
It wouldn't work.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I'm not qualified to
Kiss!
We're not true loves, okay?
How do you know?
She's never kissed a guy.
Stop it, it's not funny.
Yeah, he's already tired.
Fine. There, I didn't see. Not his true love.
What's happening? No.
I did it. It worked. I broke the curse. I'm your.
Just tell.
Oh my. I'm your.
Just tell him.
Your true love.
My true love. Do I know you?
Come on, dwarf. Our work here is done. Let's leave these love like below.
on a new life. Finally, I had learned that Fairy Godmother was right. The difference between good and evil is a small but simple choice. But that was all in the past now. I also learned that my classmates really did care about me. They just didn't do a very good job of showing it. But that was okay. It was all in the past. And after a while, we became great friends.
Oh, this is delightful.
Yes, it truly is. I can't imagine a happier ending than this.
Neither can I. Why, the curse is gone and I have my prince back.
You mean you have your key back?
Why, of course. Now I'm my princess. Ooh, I think it's about time for your speech.
Yes, yes. Dear friends, I'm happy to have you all sit here at my table. And just know that you're always welcome here. That is true for the least of you and for the greatest. And for tonight's guest of honor, Ellie, would you join us, please?
Is that really her?
Of course it is!
We ain't gonna be anymore.
Oh, how lovely she is. Beautiful.
Thank you, my king. But please, call me Ellie. I cast aside that wicked name along with my wicked past. Ellie is my preferred name now.
Ellie it is.
Can we eat yet?
So I made it nice to have them out.
Anything for a friend of the valley.
Let it be known throughout the land that the king has taken a new wife. The old hag who tried to kill me and my dear Snow White has been forgotten forever. A cheers for me, my queen.
Now,
Of course, three times the charms.
okay.
Plus, nobody can argue with the kiss of my true love.
So, you're all invited to the nuptials of my sons. Prince Marcus to the maiden Rapunzel. And Prince Midas III to the Princess Snow White. Here,
Alright, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show. We will have another show of this, another showing of the show tomorrow night. It will be from 7 to 9 also. And yeah, I didn't have a lot. But we shall have time. Tomorrow night though, we will be coming out and strike the set before the kids can leave. So parents, would you be patient for us? Or even better yet, you can help us get everything up special off the set tomorrow night. Tonight, before you all leave, we'll get the kids back behind the table again. And if you want to come take pictures, you can do that. And then we'll probably leave everything as it is.